How's it going, Mr. Keith? Hey, Dory.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. I have my closing scheduled for next week on my listing. What should I expect next week? It's supposed to close on the 8th, which is Thursday.
Okay, so Monday you need to have a clear to close document sent to you. Probably Friday actually be ideal from the lender on the buyer side, because you need to have that 3 days prior to the close of escrow.
Okay.
So that would actually be Friday. And then,
do I reach out to the lender to ask for it, or do I automatically get it like the LSUs?
if you've been getting the LSUs on time, then you might automatically get it. I would send out an email to the buyer's agent asking them, hey, when are you guys doing your final walkthrough? When are you going to have your clear to close? Is the CD been issued?
Okay. She's doing her final walkthrough on Sunday or Saturday or Sunday, I believe. I already checked on that.
All repairs done and proofs provided?
Yes, sir.
Cool. And now you need to make sure, do you have your DA committed to title?
I've not received it back from the MCA.
When did
I
you submit?
sent it yesterday.
Okay, you'll probably get it tomorrow then.
Okay. And then I say, yeah, and then I send that to title. And then my seller opted for electronic signature.
Okay.
So will they automatically, once they get the CD and all of that, will they automatically reach out to her for signatures, or do I need to call and arrange that?
So just be in communication with your title. When you send over the DA, just let them know, ask them what else you're missing. And then understanding when the CD is going to be sent out is going to let us know when the actual documentation is being sent to title so that they can sign their paperwork. And we'll know what else title is missing. Once title gets everything, the CD, which is a closing disclosure from the bank, title starts balancing all the numbers. Sales price, commissions, closing costs, anything that was agreed upon gets balanced out. We have all that information written down, and then they balance it out. Once it's balanced out, then the sellers can sign. Typically, sellers can sign up to a week early. So pretty much as soon as the seller's ready to sign, and if they're going to sign, just let title know that, hey, the sellers are ready to sign right away.
Okay.
So
sounds good. Thank you.
Other than that, anything else happen in your world?
Not really. I am writing a list of my things that I want to accomplish each day now, not just kind of in my brain, but actually on paper. So that's helping me stay focused when I'm tired.
A must-do list, if you will.
Yes, yes.
I like it.
Hey guys.
Hey Amber.
Sorry, I'm driving. Otherwise, you'd probably see my beautiful face.
Twice in one day, Amber?
I know. I know. Write it on your calendar. I'm not sure. I don't know when that's going to happen again.
I know, right?
I was listening into your conversation, and I know we're about to start, Dan. I don't want to interrupt anything. Just tell me when to stop when you're ready to get started, if you're there.
All about.
Well, I talked to the broker today because she was helping me on a post-possession situation. However, we got off topic because my buyer's coming from South Korea, and his plane just got delayed, and we're trying to figure out, in the event it gets delayed again, we could possibly ask for an extension. But the problem is that we just told the sellers that we won't do a post-possession, and I'm afraid it's going to come back and bite me because of my buyer not willing to give them access to the home after they close.
Mike, do you have input or you just got your mic off?
So what kind of conversation would you have with the seller's agent? Should you have that conversation now, or just wait until it actually happens? Because we may be ready to close on the day we're supposed to close. However, if his plane gets pushed back, which in military, it could happen.
It could happen.
However, because it's already happened once. So unfortunately, it went from October 8th to October 21st. So it's like a big jump. It's not, a couple days. So it kind of, now we're going to be under the gun at getting him here and getting him to sign the closing documents.
I would have a conversation now. I'm all about disclosure and having conversations, letting everybody know what's going on, so you can have open lines of communication. Because if you can hedge out these opportunities before they even hit, then now is definitely the time to do so.
But I already know there's. I'm trying not to say too much.
Got it.
The problem is that the seller asked to do a post-possession, right? And my buyer says no. Now, I don't want that to be a ramification of them not being able to work with us in the future, because they're moving into a home, new construction.
Right.
And they want to do a simultaneous close because they need the money, the funds from the house that my buyer's buying to purchase the new construction home. So
okay.
I'm not sure
how long of a post possession were they asking for?
2 days.
Yeah, and we've already moved closing quite a bit. But what's the 2 days going to give them in money wise? They can't simultaneously close, or they're looking for the time to move.
They wanted to have time to move.
Gotcha.
And I guess from what I gather from the listing agent is that their rate lock expires. So
when?
A couple days after we close. So we can't. So if their rate lock expires 30 October and we're supposed to close on the 27th, and we don't close on the 27th, and say he gets pushed back, obviously we'll have to do a mail out. However, sending it to South Korea, it takes time. It's not something that, happens overnight.
I wonder, Dory's clients are doing an e-sign. They're actually being able to digitally sign their documents. I wonder if this might be an opportunity to talk to title and see if that's an opportunity for your buyers too.
Okay, I didn't know we could actually e-sign. I thought they had to be wet signatures on some of the documents.
Some lenders are allowing it. It's just conversations with title to see if that's even an option.
Okay. And should I reach out to the lender as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know which one's first, the horse or the cart. So.
I got 2 people driving, 4 people with cameras off.
I can't get my screen to turn on right now.
Sure. And Teresa's outside in the backyard. Of course I want your camera on. That just make me feel bad. Yeah, and you're muted. Oh. Hey, Jason's on.
Now I got it working.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was on the computer since 5 a.m. My legs look like elephant trunks, so I had to take a swim. So anyway, that's it.
Can we come over, Teresa? That's my only question for you.
Of
Yeah,
course.
cool. You guys can come use it.
Yeah, Danny has a nice one too.
I have no problem with people coming over and swimming.
Actually, probably in your neighborhood, Dan. I'm showing houses of kind of Cortero and Thornydale area.
Well, you're close. I mean, I live off a hop down. It's a hop, skip, and a jump from where you're at.
Hopping and skipping and down.
What's the address you're showing?
It's 3610 West Sungate, I believe.
Nope.
Nope. Oh,
Well,
sure.
how was everyone's week? I feel like I haven't seen you, talked to you in a while.
Is good. How was your classes?
It was good. Good stuff. Lots of good stuff. And I was reminded today that today, yeah, it's 4310 West Sungate. Well, it's weird I didn't pull it up, Mikey. It's an open door house, too.
Yep. It's an open door.
But the one thing is that they look at any activity we start today pays us 90 days later. That's why in the text I sent out that hopefully you guys all got, thumbs up if you got it, that today is the working new year. What do I mean by that?
In order to close by the end of the year, we got to.
If you're going to close it by the end of the year, you better hustle and get it in today, tomorrow, next week. Because leads cultivated today, generated today, unless they are ready to rock right now, will possibly close into the new year. But I want you guys to start thinking about goals and mindset for the next year. I am going to make it a mandatory thing. I hate using that word mandatory because boys is scary. Mandatory. That you write a GPS and you have 411s to back it. A GPS stands for goals, priorities, and strategies. What are the 3 main goals or 4 main goals if you want to branch it out? Health, business, personal life, finances. You can make a GPS around all of them. I'm mainly worried about one. And what's that? What do you guys think it is?
Legion.
Our health.
Health, business, yeah. I want you guys to have a business one. And when you nail your business one, you can get the rest of it. You can have a GPS for all of them. Just to say, there's the big thing with that is if you don't write your goals down, you won't know what you're aiming for. It's an incredibly efficient way of traveling when you're able to see where you're going and you have a pre-guided path. If you know you want to sell 200 homes, we better start chunking that animal down and figure out what we need to start with today.
Yeah, I went to Keller. Remember the other day I asked you about how to get from Keller Inc. Anyway, KELLERINK. And under the resources, it's really nice. It has a lot of wonderful resources in addition to the books. And I downloaded a lot, and I'm going to be doing a lot of reading and, yes, filling out my 411 and my GPS and getting on track. That's my New Year's resolution that I'm making the 1st of October.
That is yesterday. Well, technically today's over, so it's yesterday. For those of you watching the recording, talking to you, you need to do it too. Everyone's looking for who I'm pointing at. So.
All of us.
All of you. And I can't stress this enough that how much my life has changed when I started writing my goals down. They became real, they become actionable, and they become something I can be held accountable to. And there's no sense in being a coaching program or being a realtor with a business to not have goals. And one thing is it's going to be super weird. You're going to make more money.
Well, I would like to share a goal of mine. And this is a professional business goal, is to actually force the buyer or seller to sit down with me and do a consultation. I feel when I am flying by my seat and we got to do something right now, I feel like it puts me in a bind. So when we are talking about the contract, they're like, wait, what part did we read? You know, like, no, we should have had this discussion before making an offer.
Amen, Amber. I was burnt because I didn't do that because the same situation. A buyer was like, oh, can you show me this house? Oh, right now. So I jumped because it was a $450,000 house. I was burnt because they wouldn't sign an agreement with me, and they just did the whole transaction to the listing agent. So now I'm meeting all of my potential buyers in the office, getting a buyer consultation and getting documents signed before I spend a month working for someone who walks away.
Now, Teresa, on that deal, the one you went and showed houses to, are they under contract in the house you showed them?
Yeah, I believe they've already bought it now. It's already done.
That would have been a conversation. Next time that happens, have a conversation with myself or Lisa. That's a procuring cause issue.
Yeah, especially they went through Keller Mortgage with Craig. He called me like 10 o'clock at night my time, which was what, 3 hours ahead. He couldn't sleep because he was so upset of what they did to me.
Yeah, because we're not going to get on the legal road of that, but you showed them the house, like you got them talking, you showed them the house, and then they went and submitted an offer with the listing agent. There is an uninterrupted chain of events that you are the procuring cause of them wanting to write an offer on that house. You should have gotten paid on that house.
It would have been nice, but anyway.
Call Lisa tomorrow and have a conversation with her.
All right. Well, lesson learned.
I seriously want you to have a conversation because that still might be something you want to talk about.
Okay. All right.
We looking at taking care of you.
Thanks.
But I think that's smart, is having an agreement up front, having an establishment to your business so that you can say, hey, this is how I conduct myself. I am a real estate consultant. My job is to help you make the best informed real estate decision I can. And in order to do that is I need to learn a bit about yourself. When is a good time for us to get together and learn? I'm going to learn about you. You're going to learn about me. We're both going to learn about the process that we're going to go through together.
Yeah, I have 2 new buyers, and I was able to show them exactly what I can do for them. One's another investor. One's a first-time home buyer. Sending them information. Then I'm telling them, this is what I can do. Are you ready to have an appointment? We can sit down and see if we're going to work good together. If so, we'll sign an agreement, and I'll get right on it. So I got one appointment for this weekend, another one hopefully, I was hoping today, but maybe Monday.
Good. How are things going with your investor?
Oh, great. One investor, we've already got a offer, already did the inspections, and working on writing the Benzer, but I'm working on the listing agent to work on a couple of things. I was able to get the 210 home warranty with seller coverage for the AC. Good thing we walked in for the inspection. AC is not working. So it was working the day we viewed the place and also the day that I got the 210 home warranty in place. So not going to do the Benzer until they tell me exactly what they're doing, and then we'll write everything up. So I allowed myself 15 days for this Benzer. So for the inspection process.
Smart.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm feeling good about our goal. Our goal, and I want to reiterate to everyone, is to close 50 units by December, right? December, I want to close 50 units in December, not by. 50 units in December, meaning that everyone in the program has one closing in December. What is that going to look like for you? What is that going to take? Having that activity now, getting it in place to have a closing in December.
Lead generation.
Okay, so let's take some lead generation. Okay. I happen to know that Amber does have on her calendar blocked out time for lead generation. You all should. If you replace it on your calendar, you need to replace it.
Yeah. On the weekends, I find during the week when I'm already can't get a hold of people, only voice during the 9 to 12 time frame. I'm just calling them different times during the weekend, and I'm actually connecting. Sunday afternoons are awesome, people. People are answering their phones Sunday afternoons.
Sunday afternoons, there you go. If you're finding times where people answer, shift up your schedule. Last I checked, y'all don't work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Well, not for this career anyways.
What's that?
Exactly. I mean, I work 9 to 5-ish. 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. sometimes, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. sometimes. Doesn't matter. Go everywhere. Bye, Miss Amber. I'll see you tomorrow. So we work a lot. Sometimes we work 3 hours a day. Sometimes we work 15. This is a career where you're always working and you're not really always working. Like now, you're sitting in your backyard enjoying yourself, got out of the pool, got your legs kicked up, you're relaxing, but you're technically working. You're learning, you're educating, you're talking about your business. You're sitting in your kitchen, you're sitting in your office at work, you're sitting in your driveway, it doesn't matter. We all have the potential of doing great things in our businesses, and it all takes a mindset shift to get there. But I'm putting a goal out there. I'm putting a massive goal out there. And I think I don't need to put a carrot behind it. I don't need to say, well, if you get to 50, we're going to have a pizza party. No, fuck all that. If y'all close 50 deals in December, you're going to have the pride of knowing y'all closed 50 deals in 1 month. Our best month is 27. I want to see that beat. This month wasn't that good. We kind of took our foot off the gas a little bit. July and August kind of kicked your ass. Now October is coming around. We need to step it back up. Today is the new year. The work we do September and October pays us the rest of the year because it sets us up for success the rest of the year. Because November slows down for the holidays. December is packed full of holiday shopping and holiday glee. No one wants to buy a house get beat. So we need to do that work today, right now, so that we get paid the rest of the year. I don't want you waiting until November, December, being like, ooh, I got to close 50 deals next month. Sounds like a big goal. The way I look at it is there's 52 of you. I think you can do it. I've seen y'all do some incredible things already. My dogs decided to join me. They heard me talking, so they're like, ooh, I get to come inside now. Go away. Don't start barking. I will fight you. But it all starts with a goal. It all starts with a map. You guys have heard the conversation. If you're driving to New York, what are you going to need? Let's go through the list. What are you going to need? Enough.
Oops.
I don't know who's doing that.
It was Jason.
Well, my husband said we need to bring protection. We'll just leave it at that if we're going to New York. But anyway.
Okay, so protection for what? Physical health, personal life?
All of the above. Anyway.
You're going to need a vehicle, right? A vehicle.
You're gonna need a map. Yeah.
You're going to need a vehicle, right? The map ain't, you can walk there if you want. It's going to take a whole lot longer. My motorcycle, you need a vehicle.
Yeah.
What is the vehicle to get you there? We've said it all the time. Real estate is nothing but a vehicle to get you to where you want to go.
Yep.
So real estate. We got a vehicle. Now we need fuel for the vehicle. What's the fuel? Food?
Lead generation.
Lead generation. Jason, I don't know what's going on with your phone, but why is it echoing so bad? I have no idea, brother. Thank you, Pastor. Yes, absolutely. Food. Lead generation. Leads. We need to feed the beast. Okay. Now we've got a vehicle. We've got some propulsion. We got some movement. We're going somewhere. Now what do we need?
Snacks.
Plan and actions.
Plan and action. Because our first thing we put in place was we're going to New York. We're going on a road trip. That is our goal. That is the GPS. Next, we need to get a vehicle, real estate. Our goal, we need a vehicle to get there. We need the fuel for the vehicle. And then we need a plan of action. That's the 411. Your GPS is the roadmap. The 411 are the steps. The 411 are the critical junctions, the critical things you need to execute on weekly, daily sometimes, to get you where you're going. A story I heard today was really awesome. One of the coaches was talking about her kid went to high school with this guy named Sam. Sam wasn't, extraordinarily intelligent, but Sam graduated high school with a 4.0, and his entire scholastic career never got less than an A. Now, Sam wasn't a brilliant kid. He wasn't a genius. He wasn't a savant. He was just a normal, everyday kid.
All right. Did I just lose everyone?
We can hear you. I just can't see you. You froze up on the screen.
The website just went down.
That's okay. Teresa, can you hear us? Exit and come back in. Yeah, Teresa froze. But anyways, so Sam gets to graduation, and the coach actually pulls him aside and says, "Hey, Sam, let me ask you a question. How are you able to graduate with a 4.0 and having a stellar scholastic career your entire time?" And Sam said it was easy. When I was in kindergarten, my mom taught me that I just needed to win the day. I needed to win the day. Whatever I needed to do to get an A for the day. So that win for the day turned into 12 years of excellence, focusing on one day at a time. So when you guys think about your big goals, I want you to make them big. If you guys heard the term BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goal. I want your BHAGs to be extreme. I want to be excited. I want you to be uncomfortable with what it's going to take to get there. And then look at it every day. Because you can get there with just winning the day. What's it going to take for you to win the day? That's for you to provide. If winning the day to you is making 25 contacts, great. If winning the day for you is to get a contract under, a contract accepted and another deal under in escrow, great. If winning the day is waking up on time and doing your physical routines and your meditation, your prayer, your diet, awesome. I want you to win the day. Thank you, Jesse. I saw you put those in there. And then in the chat, they asked if there was a form for the GPS and the one thing, and they're in there in the chats. If you're on your mobile device, you won't be able to see them. I will post them in the group chat later. Joseph he's kind of his first day on the call here. You'll see his name. Joseph Keith goes by Joey, from what I understand. New agent for KLP, and he'll be joining our presence soon. So we'll see more of him. But guys, check the group chat for information. I'm actually deciding to build a Facebook page so I can get all the documents quickly in there, and you guys can share wins and celebrate and have videos and share ads and stuff like that quicker and easier. So we'll do a group chat for the immediate need of stuff. Like, hey, I need someone to show a house, and I love seeing that you guys are putting stuff in there and helping each other out. That's the whole point of a team. That's the whole point of a family, is to be there for each other, to celebrate the wins, to help with the opportunities, to be a shoulder to cry on, but ultimately to know that you've got somebody there so you're not alone. Real estate is a solo game that you're playing in a team environment. But I want you guys to all start focusing on today is the first day of 2021. No matter what happens during the election, what work you do today, starting today, affects the first of next year. How are we going to start 2021 out? So here's some points that you can think about. What goals did I set for 2020? Okay. What goals did I achieve? What goals did I miss? What obstacles kept me from making my goals? And what goals am I carrying into 2021? 5 of those things. And the reason I'm telling you these, and I hope you wrote them down, is because between now and the end of the year, you and me are going to sit down one-on-one and go over this. We're going to go over your goals. We're going to go over your action plans. You too, Jesse, if you want to sit down and talk about it, more than welcome to. But I want you to know that you have a roadmap. I want you to have a plan of attack. I want you to get after it and get on it. That today is the beginning of a new chapter. I will not let you succeed or fail alone. I'm going to make sure that if you are succeeding, we are pushing you even faster. And if you are failing, we are slowing down the fall. It doesn't matter where you're at in life. It's a whole lot better when you got somebody there next to you. So that is my 2 cents on it all. And I want you guys to really think about what you want out of your life. What do you want in 5 years? What do you want next year? What do you want this month? What do you want next month? And let's start making a change. You know, I change lives. I want you to do the same. In order for us to think that we can do it, we have to believe we can do it. And that might take a whole lot of work upstairs. Because some of you have decades and decades of negative wiring. Someone somewhere told you couldn't do it and you believed them. Guess what? It wasn't me. And I went to Lowe's and I bought a new wire stripper and some screwdrivers. I'm ready to rewire some things. I'm not kidding, I did. I'm going to wire some other things, but it was a good analogy for right now. I'm excited to see some success and I want to see more of it. Robin, congratulations on closing another deal yesterday. Is that number 3?
Thank you. That is number 4.
The number 4. And that was a lead that was generated from the PC program. So keep it up. You guys stay on top of it. You will win more and more and more. That's number 4. That's awesome.
I have 3 closing next week.
3 next week. And 6 months ago, you didn't have any. You got one PT program and bam, everything was working for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, joining Jason helped me a lot with lead
Hell
gen,
yeah.
So
It puts you in a place of confidence.
yeah. So one was supposed to close tomorrow, and I did final walkthrough today, and they forgot to do the side of the house to fill in some cracks. So I would have had 2 this week if it wasn't for that, but get pushed back to Monday.
How do you forget to do half the house?
No, it wasn't half the house. It was just, there was like, and you could tell that they forgot to do it though, because there was still tape on it. Like it just wasn't done. It's like they did the back of the house and then forgot to go around the corner. So it could have been worse. This house needed a lot of work, but it was an open door property. So the fact that we got as many repairs out of it as we did. It was a VA loan. I'm actually really shocked. So
That's impressive. Good job.
yeah, I mean, it took some took some elbow grease and pushing, but VA loans are not fun. That's what I learned with this one.
VAs can be interesting. They're a great lending vehicle for those that get to use them. They are a terrible.
Yeah, well, I got VA and Open Door all on the same house, so it was like Open Door is really fun too. So if you haven't had an Open Door listing, heads up.
Got a couple of them. God, they look good in pictures, but they do not look good in person. Awesome. Well, anything from the group? What's your week's looking like? What can we help you with? I threw some things at you, and I really want you guys to digest it. Holy crap! It got dark quick over there, Teresa. That was like 3 minutes, and the sun went down.
Yeah, it's getting dark earlier every day. One thing that I sat in on, I was invited to, was Adair Homes had a presentation for their clients, and I was able to interject a few questions and actually get some information. One lady's coming in from New York, so I'm going to be getting her information to help her find some land, to build a new build on. And then asked them about Quickcrete. It's a new type of technology that's termite proof and fireproof, and they're going to look into that. So anyway, it was interesting yesterday.
Yeah, Kim just sent over somebody to Adair, didn't you, Kim?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, didn't you just send somebody to Adair Homes for custom build?
Yes.
What I like about them is, how a lot of builders, they have their own land, and they do the cookie cutter houses in subdivisions. Adair will build on your land or have a realtor find you land anywhere. So it's not just in development. So that's kind of cool aspect of that.
Right.
Yeah, I have a good contact for people that do that too. And it's actually like a husband-wife team. And
We lost you a little bit, Renee. Still lost you. Still going. We shall salute Renee. Nope. Got nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm on Campbell.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All we heard was a bunch of gurgling and, yeah, I'm on Campbell. That was perfect. That's all we needed to hear. I heard husband and wife team gurgling and then, yeah, I'm on Campbell.
I made a contact with the husband-wife team that do custom builds, and one of them is actually an architect. So if anybody does need a custom build, I can give you a contact for that. That's awesome. Do cookie cutter stuff.
One of the things we're going to put in the Facebook page I'm going to build is I want to put a Google sheet or something that we can do. I'm sure Jesse can help me with that. Putting some kind of access to a live sheet that you can fill in. And I'd like to see your vendor contacts on there so that you can access them quickly. And if you guys have a rock star plumber, electrician, HVAC, any of the trades, anything at all that we deal with, we got a rock star out there. Let's put them on the list and let's show the love, because we can change somebody's business. If we start referring out, there's 55 of us, including myself and Jesse on the call, that's going to help out. If you're saying, hey, this is one badass realtor, and then we share it to the other 54 agents, and then they go, this was a badass. This one realtor told me about it. I've used them once. I loved it. Case in point, Fusion Plumbing, Sean Stewart. Michael Weining introduced me to him. We put it to the group. Now, multiple of you use him.
Yep, I use him every time.
And he's awesome. And he's super appreciative of it, because he knows that he was brought in because he was brought in because the person that was doing the sewer scope for Mikey screwed up. and they couldn't do it. So Mike called Sean off. And I don't know where he got the reference from. Sean came right out there. Same thing. I think 2 days later, the next day, it was all, hey, I need a sewer inspection. My guy can't be there. Who do you? And Mike's like, try this guy. I called him up. He's like, yeah, I'm on my way. What do you need? I'll be there in an hour. He did my house, my mom's house, my dad's house. He's done 15 or 20 inspections for me.
He came and helped my dad. He came right out and did great work.
Great.
Shit,
Are
he's
they
done
also,
Market Center. Go ahead,
are
Teresa.
they also certified for gas piping, gas lines?
Yes.
Great. Okay.
I can put this in the group actual like chat too, but I don't know if anybody's worked with home team inspections yet, but it's Keller Williams' preferred home inspection company. And I actually met the guy that's running the Tucson team at an open house. I'm meeting with him on Thursday at the office if anyone does want to meet with a home inspector just to learn more. So
Yeah, he emailed me too. So
yeah.
Thursday.
Whoever
Week Thursday.
Thursday, yeah. I have one of the rooms reserved. I get 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yeah. I had actually, like I said, I had actually met him at an open house before he even got his team started out here. So it was actually a DTD2 call that conveniently called me the week I was supposed to call him. So
yeah, I've got a career development meeting at 2 o'clock, but if I can say hi to him, at least shake his hand. I'd love to hear your feedback.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I have my, preferred inspector, but I feel like it's never bad to make a good impression. So
I will say that I want to have at least 3 or 4 deep because my number one failed me. They got complacent. Twice.
Who was your number one?
Massive things. So.
Well, and sometimes they just can't make it, or sometimes they're too expensive for what your buyers want. So.
No, I don't care about if it's the money or timing. That's why I have 2 or 3. But like the go-to.
Yeah.
The way they handled the situation when there was a situation is where I find professionalism. The fact that I called them, they went on the inspection, it was good. They missed blatantly obvious things. And then when we called them out and said, hey, I don't check for that. Yeah, you do. And sorry, I can only see certain, like the way he handled it, I was all. I don't want to be boisterous or have a little chip on my shoulder, but when I pull business from somebody, it hurts because now I no longer tell my new agents about that person.
Uh-huh.
And I've told
Is this recent that you dropped your favorite one?
2 weeks ago.
Really? Can you say who it was?
No.
What did they say? Bad publicity is just as good as good publicity. So
yeah, getting the name out there is getting the name out there.
I mean, I think I know who your number one was, but
I still may reach out to his father or other agents in that firm.
Okay.
It may not be him.
Yeah. Interesting. Good to know.
So that's a shame. I've done hundreds with him.
I just used Lonnie, I think it's Durham with Pillar to Post, and he really did a good job on condo inspection, and very professional. And he gave me a $75 off to give to my client, which was nice.
He's driving me nuts with those $75 off emails.
I know, but he did a great job. He did a good job though. And
I use Chad, who's the other Pillar to Post guy. So
okay.
I like Pillar to Post though. They do a lot of things because they get extra certifications, and I think that home team does too actually, but I don't know what all they get. So
yeah, I'm excited to see what they do because I've been reading up on the home team thing just because it's a Keller Williams thing. And you all know I'm a company man, so
yeah. Well, and when I originally met him, he had literally just moved out here like 24 hours before that, so they didn't even have a team here at that point. And then it came up during Mega Camp, so they had a booth thing at Mega Camp.
Yeah, I'd be interested in getting information too about it, Renee. Yeah.
Yeah, I can put it in the chat when I'm meeting with him. I don't know if Mara's on here right now, but she asked if I could put it on Zoom. So
Okay.
I don't know which room I have reserved, but I can try to put it into a Zoom call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll figure it out before Thursday.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
I mean,
So
if it actually goes well enough, Renee, if you think it's a good enough brain, we can bring it into one of these calls.
okay.
We can
Yeah,
have-
he's a really nice guy. He's actually from it's really small world. They came from where my grandparents live, small town in central Illinois. So it was an ironic thing, but I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I feel like it's always good to have more than one, no matter what service it is. So
Well, I'm
Hey,
gonna
is anybody on the call been using Intraland and the Intraland app? Not yet. Okay.
we got a new sales manager to it that he'd like to join on one of these calls one day and introduce himself. I mean, it's a great little app. I just haven't personally used it.
I called him yesterday. I had a weird situation, and I was very impressed that he took the time, because I know they're super busy, to actually help me research an odd property to try to verify whether we could try to get a loan on it as a single family with a guest house, or is it a multi-unit property? And anyway, so we did some, research and going on Tucson City and Pima County and trying to dig in. Thanks, Robin, because I know she was giving me the heads up on a lot of this. She's my go-to gal, but
Sounded familiar. Yes.
yeah. So so it was nice. He took the time to help me with this situation, and he actually even called me the next day and said, "You know what? I was thinking about this in the middle of the night." I'm like, "Oh, dude, you don't need to do that." But anyway, that was nice, So I was very impressed with him. That level of care.
That's good to hear. It's good to hear that he's willing to do those kind of things. But all right, is everyone to a place where you can, take notes and see something? Okay. If you're driving, don't look. You can look at the recording later. I just don't want you to
I'm not driving.
get in the correct.
I stopped.
Don't need all that nonsense. Okay. You'll see on my screen right now the 7 Circles of a Balanced Life. This comes out of the One Thing. If you have not read it, then that's definitely a book I subscribe to you to read. If you can't afford the One Thing, let me know. I will work out a plan to get you one. It's $15. It'll change your life. Now, what's the center of that say? Can you see it?
The one thing.
What's the one thing?
There you go. The one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary. And we've heard this term before, but I want to go through in the 7 circles for my spiritual life, for my physical health, for my personal life, for my key relationships. What are key relationships?
People most important to you.
Yep. Family, friends, kids, relatives, coworkers, key relationships in your life. For my job, for my business, and for my finances. This is the thinking post that you guys can start mulling around what your goals are going to be listed to. So what is the one thing I can do such by doing so everything else will become easier or unnecessary? Okay, for one, spiritual life. This does not mean religious. This does not mean going to church. This means just your connection to source. Your spiritual being, who you are, what you believe in, so on and so forth. What's one thing you can do that such by doing it, everything else becomes unnecessary, right? Here's a point. Take some time for it. Put it on your calendar. 30 minutes of meditation a day, 30 minutes of thinking time. Church on Sundays, church on Wednesday nights, whatever you do, put it on your calendar. For your physical health. What's one thing you can do to help improve your physical health? The one thing you can do that everything else is easier and necessary. Stop eating chocolate. Oof. Now you're talking fight words. You know, write it down. Put a goal together. Personal life. Put on your calendar to do some fun. Your calendar is not just for work. You can have shenanigan hours. You can put shenanigans on your schedule. I'm sorry, I don't have time for you right now, Dan. It is time for some shenanigans. Okay, I respect that. Go enjoy yourself. If you need bail money, let me know. For key relationships, same thing. I hope you guys are kind of catching the drift. It all kind of revolves around your schedule, what you put energy into, what you think about, what you give priority to in your life will take over. Let me ask you a question. What Netflix series are you watching right now?
Heartland.
Anyway, what is it?
Heartland.
Heartland, okay.
Horses, cowboys. I love it.
Horses and cowboys. Anyone else? What else are you watching?
I'm not watching any.
Okay. Dory.
Catherine the Great.
There you go. Catherine the Great. One more.
Jesse, I just tried to open that form that you put in there and it says I need permission.
And Jason put in there UFC. It was kind of a trick question because I'm just gauging how excited you get about watching a show. Because you edge out time in your day to watch that show, to consume UFC, to do a hobby. And it's kind of something like you get upset when someone interrupts you, don't you? You're in the middle of my show, leave me alone. Right? I see some laughter on the screen because you're like, oh, fuck, he's right. God, he got me. You're good, man. You're good. I want you to think that way about other things on your calendar. Your lead gen time, your scripts and role play in the morning. It's not just scripts and role play. It's mindset. It's motivation. It's starting your day off right. How do you win the day? You start with the morning. So why not start your morning off with somebody who is trained to help you start your morning off better? So let's be purposeful about what we do. And that same thing, Renee, thank you for not watching Netflix shows. If you watch Hulu or YouTube Live, way to get away from that question.
I have not watched anything lately.
Yeah, you got 3 closings next week.
I'm too busy to watch.
And that's good. That's a good thing to do, but you will burn yourself.
No, I don't. Well, and I'm at I've had recruitment at U of A, so I have burned myself out. But tomorrow's the last day. So, actually, side note, Dick Nichols called me on like Wednesday because he was concerned because he hadn't seen me for a month on the morning calls. So, which was just interesting. But
people care. Hell, I didn't
exactly. Yeah.
Dude, I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. You doing okay? You alive? What's going on?
Yeah, no, he's like, is everything okay? He's like, I know I saw you at Mega Camp. I was like, yeah, I've just been busy.
That's good. Well, they take notice. Did it make you feel like somebody cared?
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the nice things about this group. So.
No, it's not even a coaching thing. It's 100% just culture.
Uh-huh.
I formed it because that's what I felt was the right thing to do. We started with some coaching clients. We involved everybody, and it's grown to something great. And that's what I continue to grow it, continue to build it. But it's only going to help you be better. So I want you guys to think of that same thing. You're in the middle of my show. You're interrupting my show. Lead gen time. Shut your phones down. Put them away. Well, we're going to need it, but you know what I mean. Distractions. Put them aside. What distractions can you turn off so that you can focus on the times and things in your calendars to make life easier? Every morning on Scripts and Tricks, at one point, I have to turn my do not disturb on my computer off, right? Because you'll hear the dinging and pinging and all the people are like, oh, Dan's awake. Let's get a hold of him. But that's the same thing. I have to do the same thing to shut off the distractions so that I can focus on the things that are important to me. Mainly you. But I want you to do the same thing for your business. Do the same thing in the next couple of days, because by next week, I want to have a calendar scheduled for every one of you where we can sit down and go over your goals. And we're going to recap those 5 things. What goals did you set in 2020? What goals did you achieve? What goals did you not achieve? What obstacles kept you from achieving those goals? And what you're taking into 2021. And the more brutally honest you are with yourself, the more real you are with yourself, the more you have the potential of gaining that success. Can you guys do that?
What were the first 3?
What goals did you have for yourself in 2020? What goals did you accomplish? What goals did you not accomplish?
Okay.
Or have not yet? There's still technically 3 months of the year left, technically. And if your goal was to read 13 books by the end of the year and you're at 9, 4 more books in 3 months is not a hard thing, unless you're me. I'll be honest with you guys, it is hard for me to sit down and read. I put it on my calendar every Friday to sit and read. I can tell you how many times I've accomplished it. It pisses me off every time I get interrupted. But I'm going to start making it a point that you guys are unreachable during your lead generation. And you need to have set schedules for it. I have family dinner every Wednesday night. Who has called me on a Wednesday night? Did I answer? And what I say? I'll call you back. I'm at dinner. I'm at my house. I'm having dinner with my son, my nephew, my mom. Over the last 8 or 9 months that I've been doing that, my Wednesday nights have gotten freer and freer because people know I am not accessible on Wednesday nights. Not until like 8. So set your calendar. I don't want you working all the time. I don't want you working 24 hours a day. What I do want is you guys to have massively successful lives. So we're going to look at that. We're going to look at what that looks like to you. Success is defined differently across all boundaries. So, fun little challenge for you, but I bet it's going to bring you some business. Just think about it. Who's in? Thumbs up, hands up, say hey, whatever.
Hey.
Okay. Dory's double thumbs up.
Cool.
What about you, Jesse? You in?
I'm in, bro.
Let's do it. We can bring Stephanie on.
I sure will. So I'm polishing up this form. I'm gonna put it on a landing page for y'all to use. It should work better that way.
It's still telling me that I need permission to open it.
Did you click that link he just put in?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I got right in. That's awesome.
It says that I need to belong to the user's organization.
Aha.
The setting is anybody who has a link, you're right in. That's all it says.
Clearly, Renee is not part of the organization. Renee, get with it. You need to do the introduction. Hi, my name is Renee.
No, it doesn't even give me that. It just says you need permission. This form can only be viewed by users in the owner's organization. Try contacting the owner of the form if you think this is a mistake.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Try it from your computer when you're all done, because
Yeah, I'll try it from my computer when I get home.
Maybe it's a cache thing on your phone.
Could be.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Thank you, Jesse, for doing that. That's pretty awesome.
I'll copy it.
All right. Any closing thoughts? We might start reducing down the PM mastermind to give you like a 30-minute blast off if you guys want to. It's up to you. I just wanted to take extra time because I didn't see most of you last week and I haven't seen much of you this week. I miss you. You guys are my life. Any closing thoughts? Anything I can do to help you real quick? Some 30-second coachings?
Well, we missed you too, especially in the mornings. So
I'll be back tomorrow, my man. I'll be back tomorrow.
all right.
Wait, were you gone?
Yeah, I had coaching skills camp the last couple of days, so.
I guess Renee didn't miss you.
I haven't been on the morning calls all month. I have U of A recruitment, so I'm on Zoom literally from 7 a.m. to like 3 p.m. twice a week right now. So moving people around breakout rooms, it's a lot of fun. Not really, just kidding.
Missed you too, Renee.
All right, guys. Well, let's pick up where we left off. Get back to your Thursday nights. It is time for you to go have some shenanigans. Other than that, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, good night, everybody.